yourself, Max. You're going to stay there, aren't you? You're not going to move? We got the CPR playing some soft rock for us as well in the background, so that's very nice. And we have a soundtrack today. Chris Rea just there, that was beautiful. The beautiful Julian Swan on his way home from a party, I presume. I'm here with the gorgeous Maurice Dodd, and I was amazed when I heard about this. You were working on a house in Trafalgar Road, and you managed to find in the walls this lovely note that a young guy left. And we'll read the note first. What it says.
The note's written in very decorative handwriting, Paul. It says, "This sheeting was erected by my father, Maurice Doyle, and me on the 26th day of June 1922. AD signed Robert James Doyle, and he's aged 13.
Oh, wow. Now, the amazing thing is that you managed, when you found this, obviously that was an incredible find. And we'll turn it over, actually. The reason we're near Dan's is because it's an old Dan's grocery kind of a bag, which is just a beautiful detail. You realise what they did in those days was they really went for gorgeous designs. Yeah, I'll take proper shots of that, but I just think that's so beautiful. But what's amazing too is that this young guy you managed to find many years later. He obviously passed away, and you found his headstone.
Yeah, he lived apparently and died in Greystones. I found him from the note when he was 13, and the next day I did a bit of research and found him buried in Greystones.
Wow, that's
kind of 80 something he died.
That's a kind of, that's an
incredible feeling to find him as a kid one day and an old man dead the next day.
And as we said just before we switched on the camera, there was about 7.8 million Doyles in Greystone. So trying to figure,
nobody has come forward being related to him. We're just on my mother's side of the family.
Right. We'll put it out there. Hopefully, a lot of people in the States read the guide and all that. They might just sort of recognise the name and say, "Oh, that's my great uncle."
Maybe someone could do more in-depth research into it.
Well, even that casual thing, the great social media thing, the great internet thing, of people just find each other through a name and so forth. It must have been because I know you're interested in Greystone's history. It must have felt almost like a bit of an Indiana Jones moment where you discover something that's genuinely meant to be found.
Well, more incredible to me, my name's Maurice and his father's name is Maurice, and they're obviously plasters, and I'm a plasterer, my father was a plasterer.
Right.
And this guy is 13, he's obviously working with his father on school holidays, I presume, just as I did.
I've got to ask now, you're not a ghost, are you?
No, I'm quite real.
But that's pretty spooky, in its own way, that you would have such a connection to not only the name, but then the trade and the sort of and I would love to think somewhere in this he might be up there with Elvis, he might be down there with who knows, who's the dreadful man? Christy Berg. We'll say Christy Berg said, I always have this dream that he's dead. Oh yeah. He's a gorgeous man.
Lovely.
Yeah. But anyway, that idea that he would have in some way find out that somebody with the same name 100 years later kind of finds his note.
It's kind of like a mummy in the tomb living forever thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is I will include a photograph of the headstone. I'll certainly put the appeal out. It would be great to find who this guy was, because I just think that's such a sweet thing to do, because I'm sure it was a hard day's work, and the idea that you'd leave a note for future generations to find someday. Yeah, it's like just
time
gorgeous.
Capsule. And we've done it. We'd often do it. We'd either sign when we finish plastering a wall, we'll sign the bottom, and then the skirting board goes over it, or we'll put a note in behind it still.
Right.
To do that.
Ah, wow. Well, I come from a very old, it's like 350 years old house up in Blackberry Lane. I have this dream that there's a buried treasure there, but I don't think so. I think there'll be a button maybe, and an IOU card, an IOU note, and IOU buried treasure. But beautiful.
That's what I'd find. You owe me money.
But that is beautiful. We shall take some nice photographs of that, and we'll put the appeal out, and hopefully we'll find our man.